Like there was I watched this thing. I saw this thing today, and it was in a cemetery, and they had one shoe, like one male shoe lined up, and it was the shoe of all the guys that are no longer going to be here because they committed suicide.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, there's it's a crazy statistic. You know, what I mean, you could pull this up if you want. You know, like that, but. You know, I wanted to talk about this 2 weeks ago, but unfortunately, you know, your son is doing better now, but he was in the hospital. That's why we didn't cover that, you know, and like that. So shout out to all my military guys. All right. You know, it was Veterans Day a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then the day before that, you know, shout out to all my Marines, you know, like that. You know, it was our birthday. I believe it was 248th, you know, Marine Corps birthday, you know, like that. So I'm a Marine like that. So hoorah to all y'all like that. I know it's overdue, but, you know, still, you know, this is why I bring it up. You know, I know this is something that I had to deal with, you know, and I'm still trying to figure out my identity, so to speak, you know, because other than, you know, the last decade, it's either, you know, military base of what I've been doing, and then now it's just all fitness or, you know, surrounded around fitness and fighting.
Right.
You know, and then I'm about to make a huge transition, you know, in a couple of months right now where I'm not even going to have that no more, you know, and it's weighing in on my head a lot. And so, but, you know, it's one of those things that, yeah, you know, it's very important to reach out and, you know, to have a friend, to have, you
right.
know, a mentor, you know, like that. You know, I really haven't even thought about that word mentor, you know, ever until recently when I've you know, lost Saul, you know, he's gone, and then my other mentor, Craig Courtney, you know, you know, he talked about a lot of finance when we talked about, you know, him a little bit last episode and stuff like that. You know, they're gone, they're older and stuff like that. But now, you know, as for someone I can go to rely on about business and finance, I don't have nobody. And then as, you know, for friend wise, you know, I'm like, you know, how, like, I don't really have a guy friend that we just hang out all the time like you would if you were in like middle school, high school. You know what I mean? Like, you always had that boy that was always with you, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that, but, you know, your responsibilities weren't as stressful at all back then, you know what I mean? Now, you know, how do you really bring that up? You know what I mean? Like, hey, Jules, you know, shit, my fucking business is going south, you know what I mean? I'm, you know, freaking,
what do I do? Yeah.
You know, my wife is mad at me because of this, and, you know, bro, I have my own problems, you know what I mean? Like, you know, for me, I know I feel like that. How often do you feel like that?
Bro, always, bro. Always, bro.
Yeah.
It's literally, and so what do you end up doing? Talking to your dog?
Bro, whoever invents the machine or like the little device that your pets can talk back to you, bro, they're gonna make millions, bro.
Right, exactly, bro, exactly.
I was like, man, but I don't know if I want to talk to Pee-wee like that.
Pee-wee's like a little
just turn that shit off. It's like the dog in the Up, you know.
Oh yeah. Like Brian from Family Guy.
Brian be cool, but the dog from Up, nah, shut the fuck up. You know?
The dog from Up.
But yeah, you know what I mean? What are you finding on numbers?
132 suicides per day.
I believe it's something like one death per every like 22 seconds or something like that. Like it's something crazy like that,
bro.
Because there is a challenge. There's a push-up challenge, for the awareness.
Yeah,
and it's 22 push-ups every day. I did it one time with my friend, like that, and
25, something like
it's
that.
Something like that because
it
represents how many veterans kill themselves, commit suicide.
That's what it
second.
It was the veterans. Yeah.
Yeah. How many veterans commit suicide every second? And so that number, 22, 25 or something like that, I can't remember what it is. So maybe you look up the challenge. It represents how many like that. But it's sad because like I know for me coming, you know, as for a veteran coming, it took me over a year to find a job out of the military. You know, I honestly thought that I was going to get out of the military and be like, oh, yeah, you know, freaking everybody wants to hire a vet, you know. No, that's not the case at all, bro, you know. And so, you know, it's tough knowing that you spent 4 years, 5, 6, you know, almost 20 years for some people, you know, and then their identity is sewn into what they've been doing for the last years like that, and then now they're throwing out in the civilian world, and they can't find a job. And and then you see them on the side of the road with with a freaking siren and stuff like that. And hell, can you really even believe those guys too? You know what I mean? So they don't get no love, because I'm like, I see a homeless guy, I'm like, man, this dude's just begging for money.
Right. But he's got a drug addiction.
Is he a real veteran, or he just put it up so then they go, like, the ones that really need the help, you don't know, you can't really base off and really know who they really are. So it's a tough situation overall, yeah, for sure. So with that, there's a
80% of the suicides are men, bro.
Yeah,
80% of the suicides are men.
That's a
bro, 80%
tough figure.